Dude, welcome back to Hanging Out the Dudes. I'm your host, PC, and we've got another great show for you today. As always, all of us dudes are not here as usual. It's always, hit or miss to make sure that the guys are here. But hey, me and the main man from Way Out West are going to give you a show tonight. But let us check in with the man from Way Out West, Mr. P4, sir. How was your week? How is everything going? You know?
David Ray retirement for the Mets. That was cool. All Star Weekend. That was fun. We'll talk about that. A home run being decided by like one thousand one billionth of a foot instead of a swing off, which was a little goofy. From a Royal Brent Rooker, I'll say it since Kyle's not here. Yeah, a lot of good sport. A little festival, street festival this weekend. So I was up getting some sun, softball, having a good time. Jets made some moves this weekend, getting into NFL camp, all that kind of good stuff. So yeah, we should have a good show for you. Max Holloway, Dustin Poirier, Kevin
Yeah,
Holland, D
those
Rod.
those some good fights honestly this weekend. I mean, it's exciting card. I mean, even if it was the BMF belt,
Hello,
we'll
folks.
figure out everything else that's going on with that. But let's get right into it with the program here. So first and foremost, always we are going to talk just a little bit of NFL. The Jets actually had some big news, some big signings. P4. How excited are you?
Cornerstones.
How excited
Very.
are you about these signings specifically of these two, as you say, cornerstones in now your franchise?
I mean, yeah, there's an argument for both. And just to err on the side, maybe I should say it so we get more comments. But that's maybe the best wide receiver and the best cornerback in the NFL. And you're getting them. It's a 30 average per year on the extension, but this is an extension. This is going on top of their current deals, which are 2 years remaining, fifth year option next year. They were both first round picks, a part of that 2022 class, I believe. We got Garrett Wilson at number 10. We got that from the Jamal Adams trade from the Seahawks. Sauce Gardner was the first corner off the board that year. He was number three, I believe, 3 or 4 for the Jets that year. And that was a good draft. They also got Jermaine Johnson that draft in the first round. We'll see what they do with him. He's coming off an Achilles injury. Brees Hall was also in that draft, and he doesn't have a fifth round option coming up. So that's going to be some interesting stuff. But these were two guys. Those are two guys that like right, wait and see kind of stuff. And they're good players, and the Jets are bad, so you want to keep your good players. But Sauce Gardner and Garrett Wilson, I don't think there's a question that those guys are going to be good in the NFL over the next
Yeah,
couple of
for
years.
sure. Those two guys, especially. I think Sauce. I mean, even he's been very, very good. He had a little bit, not even a dip, but wasn't like as
It's
explosive a
not
year.
even a
But it
dip.
still
It's
was good.
like,
Yeah.
oh, there was other good corners.
Right. Yeah.
Literally, the year 2 years ago, he was the only good corner in the
Right.
NFL. There
Yeah.
was something weird going on. Like Sertain's good. Like, yeah, there's allowed to be other good corners,
Right.
but I think Sauce is going to stay kind of at that number one A. Garrett Wilson has
Yeah.
had started his career with 1,000 receiving yards. And this is a stat that's kind of been blown out of proportion because now it was like Calvin Johnson was the first. He started his career with 1,000 receiving yards with 4 different quarterbacks. But now, like, there's like two wide receivers in draft that have 1,000 yard receiving, and then they just keep on doing that. Terry McLaurin, all these guys who are really talented players. But Garrett Wilson's one of those guys. He's got to put up the numbers to be that number one guy. I
Do
mean,
you
I don't
think the
think Jamar
connection with him and since it's Fields as the QB
Fields,
one, right? Coming
Ohio
out of week
State. I mean,
one.
I hope so. I
I
hope
mean,
that's
you would think, but yeah, I mean, it's his talent. You got
They,
to
I
get
mean, they've
somebody to
also
throw the
spent like
football.
6 years
That's
away from each other. I think Garrett Wilson was like a sophomore when Justin Fields left.
yeah,
So like I mean, yeah, they know each other, but also all these guys do. They throw in the off season. You would hope that both of those guys have changed a little bit since that time. But yeah, it's I hope so. There is kind of an Ohio State thing going on with the Jets right now, but
yeah,
I those are two guys. It ends up being about 5 year extension, 25 million a year. With like I think they're paying them like 16 this year, 16 and 18 respectively, and then 25 or and then like 30, 32 and 30 for the next 4 years
nice.
respectively. So there's some good players, and I'm glad we got them locked down. We'll see what to do with the rest of the franchise. I mean, it's just a wait and see year, right? It's going to be
For sure.
cautiously optimistic.
Yeah.
Another big signing was George Karlaftis.
Yeah, that was a big signing for the Chiefs. Yeah, definitely. You were talking
I
about
think that was the
cornerstone.
same draft class.
Yeah, you talk about cornerstone for defense. I mean, they have the Chiefs have had some very great rushing, the passing, passer players such as like Tamba Hali, like way back, but every continuous and adding that corner piece to
Frank Clark.
that defense. Yeah, Frank Clark. Yeah, especially when he was offsides, is great. Yeah, that guy. Let's just not even bring up Frank Clark. Okay, then we're gonna bring up Aaron Rodgers, and it's gonna get a whole spew out of you. So let's just even
Oh my gosh.
watch the Steelers go and win the Super Bowl now this year. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, that's so ridiculous. This was something that PC put in the Dudes and Sports group chat. He said, "How mad would you be if Aaron Rodgers?" First of all, I'm not pocket watching. I don't give a fuck about the Steelers. I don't care what the Steelers got going on. Aaron Rodgers, wish you the best of luck. Steelers, best of luck. I think Mike Tomlin's one of the best coaches in NFL history. They're gonna go 500. Hopefully, he tears it. No, I'm not gonna put that on him. But I'm not talking like it doesn't mean anything to me.
Yeah.
And then the other side of that coin is he sucks. Like he wasn't even good last year. So like if he came back, it was like, oh, it was just the Jets. Like now Aaron Rodgers is back in like 2015 form. Then I'll be like, what the fuck? But it would be more like shock. It wouldn't be like upset. It would be like more like existential dread crisis. Like,
It's like
oh,
that'd be
I'm
worst
actually
case.
cursed.
Yeah, it's the worst case
Yeah.
scenario. Honestly, in the situation, it's like it wasn't that Aaron Rodgers lost his touch. It's just that the Jets suck so bad as an organization. That it
But
took
like if they win
everything
the
out of them.
Super Bowl and he like throws like what 20 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, 3200 yards, like 8 yards an attempt and like has like that old man type
Yeah.
season of like then I'll be like, okay, that's cool. Like that's the Steelers. Like
Yeah.
I knew that they're them as a
But he's
franchise
not
is
gonna
better
drop
than
a
Jets.
40 bomb on
Oh
us
my gosh,
next
if
year.
he throws for like 55 and 3 picks and like 5200 yards, you're like, where did
Whoa.
that go? Like what the fuck happened? That would be like the level.
Yeah, for
But then
sure.
I don't think I mean, I guess they have DK Metcalf now.
Yeah.
That's the one that would make me mad. Tua getting hurt and Zach Wilson killing it for the Dolphins, I would be unimaginably pissed. Still my boy Z Dubs. Congrats on the engagement. Shout out Brett Beatty. He got engaged too. Um, and then the other one, Sam Darnold in Seattle. Both these guys, I think, are going to be pretty good. It is weird. Seattle's team is just
Seattle,
flipped
dude. Cooper
upside
Cup
down.
looks
Cooper Cup and
completely
Sammy
different.
D.
Yeah.
That's the squad. It was DK and fucking Gino last
Yeah.
year. Kenneth Walker's bald.
Who knows, man? What's going on in Seattle? I have no idea. That's like
It's
the
weird.
whole
I went to a
division that
Mariners
I'm
game.
just like,
I went to
have
the
no
Mariners
idea what's
Royals
going
game
on.
a couple weeks ago. Oh yeah, the NFC West. Because are the 49ers healthy this
Yeah.
year? Let's flip a coin.
The Rams,
With the
McVay's good,
Seahawks.
but can do any. The Cardinals is
Cooper.
Kyler Murray gonna actually be?
Oh my gosh. When's the new Call of Duty drop? No, with the Seahawks, I walked to and I remember going to Mariners games as a kid, and they have like this wall with the mural of all the players, and it's like Richard Sherman, Cam Chancellor, Earl Thomas, fucking Russell doesn't even make the mural, and you're like, oh, Doug Baldwin, Tyler Lockett, like you had all these guys, Marshawn Lynch, you had a couple good offensive linemen, J.R. Sweezy, shout out J.R. Then you had like the defensive line, you had Cliff Averill, Michael Bennett. Like now they have guys like who's their safety right now? Like McDonald, something McDonald.
I have
They have
no
like a
idea.
linebacker.
Yeah.
I think Boy Mafe. Either he's not on the team anymore or he was on the side. Charles Cross was on there. But like he's a good young tackle. Kenneth Walker's a good player. I think Zach Charbonnet was on it.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, the backup running back. Sam wasn't on there yet because you can't put Sam on there yet.
Right.
But I am excited for the Seahawks since we're just doing Seahawk talk. Their rookie. The heck's his name? Kid out of Bama. Quarterback.
Yeah, there's spices in the comments. Monroe, right?
Oh, Jalen Milrow. Milrow.
Yeah, Milrow. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know why it was not coming to me right there. Yeah, Jalen Milrow. Right. Yep.
So he's on the Seahawks, and that'll be exciting. And I don't know. Mike McDaniel's got to separate himself from Pete Carroll. I mean, like, could you imagine the fucking buzzsaw that the coach after Andy is gonna do.
I don't know.
I mean, that's why who was the Patriots? They just got
Mayo.
Mayo was the scapegoat.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Mayo was the scapegoat, and now they've got homeboy Vrabel. So it's tough. You got to separate yourself, and who knows? Mike McDaniel, I think he's a good. That's his.
Do the Chiefs take the AFC West? I know that we're not going. We'll move on here in a second. We're going to do
That
a
squad. That's
AFC
tough,
West.
dude. Because like we were
Their
just talking about,
Chargers are so good.
Chargers are good, and Harbaugh's good. That's a good coaching division.
It's
bro.
really good. You got me.
And you got Pete back.
Yeah.
Pete in Vegas with Geno.
He's got. I mean, I don't know Genty, but I actually think he might win Rookie of the Year.
And like, it's not even the fact
Just the
that like the
situation.
Raiders are going to be Super Bowl
He's just going to run the
favorite.
ball.
Like, just the Raiders not being a fucking pushover team makes Kansas City's schedule 2 times hard because you had 2 throwaway games,
Right.
and now you actually have 2 games that you kind of have to pay
I
attention.
mean, they're still pretty. I think they're still going to be well at the bottom of the league, but like they're not going to be like. It's not going to be like a.
Now I don't
2
think
and
Bo Nix is
6.
like all that good, but Sean Payton, like, are you fucking kidding me?
That team should be really good. I mean, Bo played well, and Jake, the big guy there. Well, we're getting too far into this, but there's a little bit of our one more thing on the TJ Watt big sign.
Yeah.
Right there. That was.
He makes
cornerstone
more
guy.
on this 3-year extension than his brother JJ did in his entire
Yeah, it's
11-year
crazy.
career. It was so
That's
funny.
nuts.
Oh, speaking of big contracts, how much is Bradley Beal David Justice treatment
You know
getting
what?
paid?
Actually, I was just as a great segue because actually it's going to pick up. That was the only thing I really want to talk about with the NBA. Other than LeBron doesn't want to be a Laker anymore, maybe. I don't know. Maybe he's going back to Cleveland, maybe to Dallas. That's a really interesting topic. But the
Oh
Bradley
my God,
Beal
that'd
thing,
be so funny.
he goes to Dallas, bro.
That would just be ridiculous. No, passing of the crown. Cooper's the next.
We'll see.
He's the next
It's
American
gonna be
MVP.
cool. It's gonna be cool to see him play.
Who's the next American MVP? I wish Nick Howard was here. He would get real into that question. Is it Cooper Flag? Jason Tatum?
Yeah, maybe.
Paulo Blanchero?
No.
Marvin Bagley III?
No. Who went like?
Hunter Dickinson?
I guess Victor's gonna be it like 2 years at least.
He might win it next year, but he's not American.
I know.
Okay, just think of Duke players.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
the best way
really,
to do it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
If you're thinking of
it's so
NBA, yeah.
funny. Donovan Mitchell.
Sorry, did Hunter Dickinson make it?
Donovan
did
Mitchell.
he even? Really? In Cleveland? Not if Braun goes back. No fucking chance.
Well,
A
right,
team with
obviously,
LeBron.
right. No, obviously. What I'm saying is they put it together.
Kyle Flipanowski.
In Utah?
Dude,
In
he's
Utah.
banging.
In Utah.
He had 2 of the highest scoring games in
This is the
summer
best
league.
thing about
And
this,
who had
because-
the third?
because you keep
Who had
talking
the
about
third?
these guys,
Who
bro.
had the
You
third?
keep talking about these
Proctor,
guys,
bro.
The
On
thing about it
Cleveland.
is like we give crap to Kyle about
Oh my God.
Matt
Matt.
McClung all the time, and literally you sit here and you're talking about the NBA Summer League where nobody cares. Unless you are a G League guy, maybe trying to get a contract to be the 15th guy on the bench.
You're a fan of a team and how the Suns do in the summer league. I'm a fan of my
Your college,
alums.
and
my boy, and this is them playing against the big guns, and I mean, Kyle flip it out. Did he ever score 30 at Duke?
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know.
but yeah, I'm impressed with
Yeah.
him. Con looks good. Cooper's killing it.
Yeah, they're definitely looking good for sure. There's no KU guys to talk about because they sucked last year. So. Dickinson,
yeah,
I think,
Grady
played a little bit, but I mean, Grady Dick, yeah, that dunk was pretty nuts.
So how many millions
Johnny
of dollars
Johnny
is in
Furphy's
dead
dunk.
cap?
You saw Johnny Furphy's dunk, right?
Yeah, because the picture. Yeah, see, look, you guys had one moment. So you guys are getting mad at me. You guys had one moment all of summer league, and you guys talked about it for 2 days. And then I put in a quadruple highlight.
Kyle put
like
it in there,
19
and I
and
said
6
that
and
was
6.
nasty, and then he's the one that continues to poke the bear.
Okay,
he's
sure.
the bear poker.
But you guys had one moment all of summer league. I had like all 5 of the top scoring games. and I just send the tweet, and I get
Tyrese Proctor will be really
okay,
good in the G League next year. It's fine.
dude. I don't even think he can be a backup. He
He could,
plays good
he,
defense.
you
He
know,
reminds me of a Deladova.
he could be like a 10th guy
Just play
this year
defense. Yeah.
and like work his way to
He don't
be the
need
backup
picks.
point guard.
He didn't need to be.
I don't. It's gonna be.
Could
tough.
you imagine being on
I don't even know what
Cleveland's
that is.
G League team?
The one's gonna be
Where
the
is
worst
that?
is Utah, bro. Salt Lake. It's pretty brutal.
But do they all play local, or is it because like Santa Cruz is way south? Well, I guess it's not that far south. But like, do they do it like the Arkansas Travelers isn't even close to the Double A for the Mariners?
No. Well, for the summer
So like,
league,
do
they
they
all go to
do
Vegas.
they put them? Yeah, but do the G League teams stay close?
Oh,
to the home team?
No, I think. Well, I don't know actually.
Because like I want to be the G League of Cleveland and then like play in Toledo.
Well, yeah. I think.
But I don't think they send them to New Orleans either.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So Bradley Beal
the
stinks.
Cleveland
He's going
one
to
is
the
called the
Clippers. Who
Cleveland
else did the
Charge.
Clippers sign? Clippers signed.
Yeah, some
Chris
bum.
Paul back?
Some bum. Absolute bum. Listen, here's the thing about this, okay? I understand we are paying this guy $97 million to play for another team. Right?
Bobby Bonilla got nothing.
$97 million to not play on our team, right? But at least he's not on our team anymore. Like, I'm so glad he's gone. I couldn't be happier. He played 2 years. I think the Kevin Durant, the whole last year explosion, whatever. I didn't want to even talk about it because it was just a dumpster fire of a season. But it felt like Kevin wasn't going to get it done because they had too many people trying to get the ball, right? Bradley Beal wants it. They couldn't stay healthy. So you get KD. You don't really get too much in return. I wish they would have gotten more from Kevin Durant. They got Jalen Green, which I don't know if they're going to flip him or they should. But I don't know what they're gonna do. They have no picks. They gotta get
For
some
another
picks back.
Duke big man, please, Marvin Bagley.
No, we don't need that. I don't know. Ryan Dunn's been playing really well.
You came into this offseason wanting a Duke big man. You get two, and now you're.
I got
Malo
Watch. No, I will be. I'm actually excited that we got him. When we picked him, I was like, thank.
What about Mark Williams?
Goodness, I'm skeptical about Mark Williams. He's played in Charlotte and nowhere else. And if you've played in Charlotte and nowhere else, who knows actually how good or bad you were because that team's just
all right.
awful.
Other big signings: Miles Turner. He was gonna get a statue and.
I don't know what. I don't know why. I get it.
And then in that same kind of coin, what were they doing getting rid of Dame? And now Dame is back in Portland.
Dude. Yeah. That's actually he's gonna rehab. He won't play at all next year. Rehab his Achilles all year. But
and Scoot Henderson.
But he could be for Scoot and
he's basically doing what Chris Paul did last year on that.
Yeah, he's gonna be. It'd be really cool to see him play. I don't know. The Suns, I think, need to make one more move. I don't know if it's flipping Green for somebody else.
Luke Kennard on the Hawks. A-Town. Kevin Porter Jr. Is that the one? Gary Trent Jr. Kevin Porter Jr.?
Yeah, he's the one that got caught.
Bets on himself.
Yeah.
Who was the other guy? Well, Marcus Smart just went to the Lakers, but there was a Terry Rozier or something. Like a better put like 50 bets on him in 30 minutes, and like now he's under investigation.
No idea.
Like the internal affairs. I was reading a betting thing. Mason Plumlee's still in the league. He's going back to Charlotte. That's where he should be. All right, so that kind of NBA is there anything else?
No, there's nothing really going on. There's a little bit of summer league stuff. But that's about it. Hopefully we can get Suns move up, but won't be much of that happening until a little bit later. Okay, we'll go into a little bit of college basketball here. So we've been doing a quick little college basketball corner. Usually we have like
Food's here. Be right back.
And they just don't really happen that often. They happen every week or whatever, and they're really, really good. The CBB College Corner threes we've been doing have been for the I've done my top 5 so far. We've done a breakdown of Kansas. We've done a breakdown of Duke. We've done a breakdown of my number 1 team, which is the Houston Cougars, number 2 team in the St. John Red Storm. And now we are going to go over the number 3 team on my list, which is the BYU Cougars. Now, the Big 12, I think, is going to be really good again this year, really strong. But two teams in the top 3. I do have a big Big 12 bias to it. I just I'm a Kansas guy. You would think, obviously, I think the Big 12 is going to be top. It's always usually kind of the top. SEC did dominate last year. We'll still have to wait and see. But BYU has a really great team this year. They've got a lot of key transfer coming in, and then they've also had a really good recruitment, including the number 2 overall prospect in the nation, AJ Debenzas. He is from Utah Prep. Number 2, he kind of plays like they give him a comparison of like Kevin Durant, which is no one really wants to put the labels on everything. But that if you want to think about somebody how they play a game, that's kind of how he plays the game. Power forward, can shoot the mid range, can shoot the 3, stretch. He's 6'9", power forward. Again, going to be really good. Obviously I'm biased to Darren Peterson with the Kansas Jayhawks, but AJ is going to be fun to watch. Some other transfers. Sorry, we pulled this up real quick. The biggest one, obviously, is Rob Wright from Baylor. If you did not get to see Wright play last year for Baylor, you definitely missed out. Definitely a great guard, great pickup for BYU to be a nice counter piece, a nice guy to be able to dish out to AJ, let him do his work, but also he is a lights-out shooter as well. Dominique Demonande will be really good as well, coming from Washington, a small forward, 6'8", nice length, should be good for them. They ended up keeping Saunders, which is going to be good. So the big 3, obviously, is going to be AJ. It's going to be AJ's team, obviously, and then Rob White will be a huge contributing role factor for this BYU team. And then do not forget about BYU's Richie Saunders, who is the guy who honestly played really well. He had Igor Demine last year, even though Igor did go to the NBA, was a top 10 pick for the Brooklyn Nets. Richie did definitely play a huge role in BYU last year. A great shooter. He could be that definitely dark horse X factor for a BYU team where maybe one guy is not playing as well. He can come out. He can do some really great work as well. So BYU is going to be something definitely interesting to watch and see develop. Next week we'll be going over my number 4 team, which is your reigning national champions in the Florida Gators. We'll go that 5. Obviously, and then after that, we'll slowly start getting into conference rankings specifically and getting through some of those. So we'll have some of our surprise teams that maybe aren't in our top 5, but we really enjoy as well. But yeah, BYU, going to be a great team. But now, the main man from way out west is now currently back. It's like he's finally got his food. He's got to chow down a little bit. But we just got done talking about the BYU Cougars, and now we're going to flip over to some MLB talk. All-Star game. What's your big rant about the All-Star game and how that home run derby? Like it, not like it?
Well,
Jazz in the Mickey Mouse ballpark still freaking sucks.
Yeah.
How was your reactions to the?
I wasn't able to catch either. I know Kyle was live for the home run derby. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I tuned in. I wasn't able to join, but yeah, Cal Raleigh won, so that's cool. We'll see how that affects kind of going forward. Jazz kind of stunk it up, but also it's on how many pitches your guy throws you, and Jazz's pitcher was kind of bad, so it's kind of sucks. And Cal Raleigh's dad was his, and he did very good. When Pete Alonso won it, I remember they made a big deal about David Jazz. I think that was his name. And he was a very good bullpen pitcher kind of thing. What else happened?
The All-Star game, that was good. You are kind of buffering a little bit here through AMC,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to figure that out as well. Sorry for the interruptions. I guess we only have one concurrent viewer, whoever that is, and I think it actually is the main man from way out west is our only viewer currently. But that's okay, because it's all about the grind. Anyways, yeah, the
Yep.
All-Star game was pretty cool. I guess I also got to see just a little bit of it. Nothing crazy. I did see that two Royals that or former Royals that were actually DFA'd in 2022 now is doing a phenomenal job out there. Both of them are now All-Stars, and Ryan O'Hearn and Brent Rooker. So there you go. Royals just didn't believe in them, and they pulled it out. I mean, maybe that would have helped those dog day years that were pretty horrible, but it is what it is. We're coming back now into the second half of the season here. It should be pretty interesting going down the road here, that's for sure. Especially over there in the NL, because it is the better division in baseball. I'm trying to pull up the standings right now.
Yeah,
Currently.
Detroit's very good. A little bit about the All-Star game itself. That's a home run derby. Brent Rooker lost by like a billionth of a foot. Then to Cal Raleigh, and Cal ended up winning. Then in the All-Star game, it went into extras where they did the swing off thing, which was kind of cool. It kind of reminded me of like PKs or something.
Yeah, it's
You
kind
get
of
three
nice.
swings.
With 3 swings, and if you don't hit the home run at this pitch, yeah.
Now, their own rules stated that the MVP would be based on the 9 innings of the game. And Kyle Schwarber, and this is me being on my anti-Philly soapbox, but bear with me. Kyle Schwarber went 0 for 2 with a walk during the 9 inning game. And he went 3 for 3 on his swings. He won the MVP. Pete Alonso had 3 RBIs in one swing during the regular game. So I think Pete Alonso should have won. There was a David Peterson pitch to Aaron Judge, ground out to Francisco Lindor, throwing to first baseman Pete Alonso, who has extended his streak to 854 straight games playing for the Mets. One of the best guys to have on your team. But welcome on, Nick Howard. All-Star break.
Yeah, we're just talking quickly through the All-Star break. What were your reactions? How was your week? Since you are coming in a little late, just give your overall reactions of the All-Star break itself.
Hell yeah. Well, the week has been pretty crazy, but I guess keeping my sanity through all the stuff in life right now, work-wise and everything, is stuff like sports, the NBA offseason, and baseball. For the past All-Star break, it was pretty interesting, I'd say. It was a very interesting home run derby. I felt it was fun, at least. Definitely some things interesting that sorry about that, but it was a kind of interesting camera work. I would say that there was a lot of home runs that were missed. I explained that before, but at the same time, it was a cool tournament. There was a lot of far hit home runs. The last round was cool. The All-Star game itself was pretty nuts. It was a swing off for the first time. That was pretty wild to witness. I thought it like ended in a tie when I looked at it on my phone. I was like, what the hell? I was like, what are we doing? But swing off is the perfect way to do that. Don't have to burn through a bunch of pitchers and players. You just go backyard baseball style and just see who wins out of that. And maybe they do some sort of selection process next year, more public or whatever beforehand. But at the same time, it was pretty sick. At the end, it was crazy to see the American League All-Stars even come back in it, down from 6-0. That was pretty. It was just a wild all-around baseball game from the highlights I saw, and it was really cool. The players there, it made it really fun and stuff, especially just pitching in general. I mean, it was the best of best in baseball, even though there's a lot of injuries, unfortunately. But it felt like it was a true all-star game for sure. And then, now we go back to the start of the second half, and Cardinals just remain the most unwatchable team in the entire sport. So I wish it was still all-star break, honestly.
Yeah, we'll just go quickly through these standings here, since obviously it's just K-Stel's kind of area, but he's currently on vacation. Shout out to him. Actually, everybody's here tonight, so he won't be able to play Smart or Dumb. I actually need to get a lead because I won't be here next week. So we'll have to figure that out.
Tough.
They might have
That's
to.
my same condition. That is
So
my
we'll have to
same
figure
condition
something out
as
there
well.
for sure.
We shall see.
Yeah, well, we could do that tonight. But let's go over quickly for the standings. So the number one overall seed right now in the Central would be the Detroit Tigers at 60-40. They just are dominating. They're playing really well.
Bullpen's OP.
It's their pitching's crazy. Their bats are playing really. I mean, Javi Baez, an outfielder. I mean, unbelievable. It's really fun to watch there. Not far behind them, the number 2 spot is the Toronto Blue Jays right now at 58-41. They are extremely hot.
That 10-game win streak was huge.
Yeah, they're rolling through, and they lost a few to the Athletics. They actually lost to the White Sox once, but they are now currently on top of the AL
Blue Jays
East,
behavior.
taking it over the New York Yankees, which is interesting to see. The number 3 team right now is the Houston Astros, the cheaters, the terrible team. I'm not an Astros guy, never will be. Jose Altuve until Jose's gone, and he's like officially gone. Then I might actually like them, but I'm not doing that.
It's fair.
They're 57-42. They're good. I mean they're fun to watch. I mean it's the AL.
They're young guys.
Yeah.
Jeremy Pena is pretty sick, and Hunter Brown's an insane pitcher. So they're usual Astros team, really.
Yeah. At this wild card, the number 1 wild card spot belongs to the New York Yankees right now at 55-44 in Mickey Mouse Ballpark. They still can catch the Blue Jays. They're only 3 games back, technically, 2.5. So they have a lot of work to do, but again, Toronto got on a really hot streak. If they can catch a few wins in a row, that'll be good for them. But they're at the number 4 spot, and the number 5 spot currently belongs to the main man for Way Out West's not a favorite team, but home team in the Seattle Mariners at 53-46. They're playing pretty well, pretty good baseball. P4, how's the Mariners? What's your thoughts on how the M's have been playing? I know you saw a game recently.
Yeah, well, they did pretty good against the Royals. Their last 10, they've done really good, and they're on their way to sweeping the Astros right now. So they may take that spot as the leader in the AL West. But they're pretty good. No, they lost today, so they're still 3 games behind.
Yeah.
They lost today. But they look pretty good the last few days. It's just the problem is the bullpen. But I like the M's. I think they're pretty good, and good luck to them in the playoffs.
Unless it's in the World Series against the Mets, right? 3rd spot is...
They would never make a World Series.
You gotta be hopeful, man. Gotta be a hopeful fan. Holding the 3rd spot right now is the Boston Red Sox. They, slipped a little bit here. They were winning. They had a huge win streak. They did lose 2 to the Cubs, but they had that massive win streak, too, to really get their season in the right direction. They did play a bunch of the Nationals and the Rockies playing them kind of helps right in a row. But still playing really, really well there. They hold that final wild card spot currently. Teams still in the running right now at 1.5 back is Tampa, the Tampa Rays. At 3.5 games is the Texas Rangers. The Angels are 4 games back. Cleveland's 4.5. The Twins are 5 games back. The Royals 5.5 games back. Down 4 games below 500. They could still be okay.
Teams just gotta win. Teams just gotta win.
Well, they've lost. They went 1 out of 3 against the Marlins. I mean, that's really bad. Like, that's not helping.
Kyle
you
Stowers.
at all.
Yeah,
And
that's
then everybody
tough.
else below that line is kind of out of it. Baltimore 8.5 games, A's 12 games, and then the White Sox 18.5. So there's your AL look there quickly. We'll go through our NL now. The number 1 seed currently would be the Chicago Cubs. Yeah, Chicago Cubs would be the number 1 overall seed right
They're pretty
now.
hot.
They are
Does make
hot. They
sense.
are playing really well. That's going to be really close because the Milwaukee Brewers do hold the 4 spot, but they are currently tied at 59 games, 59 wins and 40 losses. So that battle down the road should be good. No one else really in the Central probably has a chance of competing with them, unfortunately, as Howard told us about his frustrations with the St. Louis Cardinals already. But those two will have an exciting second half of the season to see who can win the Central. Obviously, that'll be a good matchup. He'll probably make the playoffs, but who knows? Number 2 overall seed would be the LA Dodgers. Obviously it's the Dodgers. They're very good in pretty much every category. 58 and 42. They've actually been losing a lot lately.
They did go on a pretty decent losing streak, their biggest one since like 2019.
6. Yeah, they lost 7, 1, 2, and then now have lost 3 in a row. So
Interesting.
they've lost 10 out of their last 12. So they're on a real slump right now. But it is the Dodgers. They probably will get everything figured out.
They're healthy by
Hopefully
October. That's when it matters.
Yeah, right
but
now it's August. I mean, yeah, for them it's like we'll get there. It doesn't matter if we're the 1 seed or the 3 seed or the 5 or the 4 seed.
they just got to make it and get in healthy.
Yeah.
That's all that matters, yeah.
Number 3 team is right now currently the Phillies because they're tied at 56 and 43. The Mets are a half game back, who are the 5 seed currently at 56 and 44. P4, second half of the season starting up. What are your expectations for the season? Where are you thinking this team's looking, and what does your future look like as we head towards October?
Bleak. We've got a lot of options in the minor league system. Francisco Alvarez is getting called up. Hopefully, he just wears soundproof headphones and just keeps on doing what he's doing down in AAA. He hit 11 home runs in 19 games in AAA. He has 11 home runs in however many games in majors. I know it's totally different things and all that stuff, but I don't know. Francisco Lindor hit him. His average alone, more so than probably any other player in baseball. Well, not any other player in baseball on any other team, but at least for the Mets. Francisco Lindor, if you line up the wins and the losses, Lindor's batting like 350 with 16 home runs and wins, and then 1 home run and batting 150 in losses. So as he goes, the team goes. Soto's been hot and not. Pete's been hot and not. And those guys, the team's kind of stayed throughout that. The starting pitching is rough. I don't know if there's kind of a split in the Mets fandom right now where half of them, and we built up a good farm system, half of them want to sell the farm and get like a Skeens or an Eugenio Suarez or a Byron Buxton, even though Buxton says he doesn't want to get traded, but they believe they can get him, or a Johan Duran and all the, not Roman Anthony, but the other guy, the other corner outfielder in Boston.
Wilyer Abreu.
Willer Abreu. Who's the guy who called those fans that thing?
Duran. That's I wouldn't sell the farm for that dude. He had such a one-hit season last year.
Well, you know what else they're saying is Luis Robert, who's having like a dog shit season. Yeah, he's like batting 150.
Yeah, but I think that's a new change of scenery because the White Sox just fucking blow. They're so bad.
But then you got to take on the contract, and what are you giving up for that? Because what do the White Sox deserve for that? And then how much of that plays into like the change of scenery kind of thing? So like, what, you want us to give you more for a bad player? I don't know. I think we can kind of stay packed. Hope the team gets healthy. I know this is such a cop-out answer. Maybe a little bit of bullpen arm. Who could you trade? I mean, Marte and McNeil, I guess, are the 2 guys who I kind of want off the team. But it's just because they're older and I like the young guns. But we're still a good team. I mean, I'm looking at like the Dodgers, the Yankees, the Padres.
Well, you're a big market team now.
Contending for a championship.
Yeah, I totally.
I mean, we'll probably end the year above the Cardinals in the standings.
I'd hope so. That'd be rough if it didn't.
For the final wild card spot, it actually is held right now by the San Diego Padres at 54 and 45. The next contenders are the San Francisco Giants at 52 and 48.
Very good team.
Two and a half
Phillies
games back.
suck.
The Reds 2.5 games back at 52 and 48. St. Louis Cardinals only 3.5 games back. Diamondbacks kind of getting down of it 4.5. We're getting too far down.
We
in
got
that,
swept
but-
by them. Fun fact.
Yeah, yeah. We lost the Marlins.
A lot of baseball left.
Yeah, there's a lot of time
That's
left.
where like
And three
sucking this time
absolutely
left.
terrible. Miles Michaelis is in our starting
Okay.
rotation, and he's
Well,
not
no,
even
no, no,
the
no, no.
worst
So
starting
out of-
pitcher in our rotation. That's insane.
Pick your guys' baseball minds here. Out of these teams that are like not in the wild card spot, but could potentially push, who could we see as be like a team like a Royals where they get to the playoffs and then make a spark? Who is like one of those?
No,
teams
you're
that
gonna
we're
get
looking at?
3 teams from the NL West. You're gonna get the Dodgers, Padres, Giants.
Yeah.
Giants just got that devil's magic again. I
Giants.
can already see
Yeah.
it. That
Then you're
walk off
probably
inside the
gonna
park
get
home run. I'm like,
Mets,
okay.
Phillies. So one of those is the other wild card. Whoever wins the division. That's probably all your wild card spots. Does anyone from the Central? Who's in the Central? Who's leading the Central?
Reds could do it. Reds aren't terrible. Their pitching's pretty
Cubs.
It's
decent.
the Cubs and the Brewers. It's tied right
Yeah.
now.
Can the Brewers overtake either the second place NL East team?
I mean, they're pretty
or
hot
one of
right
those
now,
NL
but
West teams? I mean, that's the other
The
thing. Is David
Giants. They're better than the
Stearns, we
Giants
took
right
him,
now by 7 games.
We took David
Yeah.
Stearns from Milwaukee, and now Milwaukee's doing
They would be
better
the
than
number
that.
1 seed.
So,
The Brewers would be the number 1
they
seed.
lost Greg
if-
Counsell too, and they still just
they were
have
in
some
that division.
weird pitching carry monster going on. I don't even know, but yeah, I'd say Giants if anything.
Giants.
They got that devil magic that's not in there right now. That I can totally see them just going to run. The pitching's pretty solid, especially the bullpen. They have like 3 different closers right now. So unless they just went on a terrible slump and sold one of them, which I think would kind of be dumb because their young talent's pretty decent, I think that the Giants definitely are like a middle-tier team that's just going to get hot in the end and pop back up in postseason.
Yeah. Be interesting this last second half of the season. Let's talk our last thing that we always like to talk about. That is the UFC card that did happen. It was a pretty good card. I do want to say I do think so myself. I think the guys kind of agree too. It was a pretty decent fight. But P4 made man from way out west. I haven't messed it up in a long time. What were your thoughts on the main card and the prelims and everything else?
and Nick Howard's gonna have to stop me a little bit on this because I do, and it's what Dana says, and then I fall for his little tricks. But the card at the end like wasn't that bad, like compared to like what we were saying all before. No, I mean it was a dog shit fucking card. Jimmy Crute and Ryan Spann had 2 of like the performance of the nights.
Vittori
Daniel
versus
Zellweger.
Allen. We
Oh
have
my
Poirier
God.
versus Holloway at home.
And then I don't know. It's what happened in the D-Rod fight. I mean, those guys. There was like 8 finishes.
And Paulo
By the
Costa
night, they're
won,
like
too.
tumbling over each
Paulo
other and
Costa
stuff.
won, too.
Costa's
Good bounce.
great.
He's got to have 2 good fights. It's always that one fight where we're like,
That's one of
okay.
our-
Yeah.
and, like,
Acosta's
Well, that's
here.
the thing with
And all of a
MMA
sudden-
is that you can't wait long, right? And this is my whole thing with Tony
Yeah.
Ferguson. It's like he is hot. This is who he wants to fight. Like, give him the fight. 'cause if you-
Poppy.
Yeah, if Salt Poppy, you're going down, bro. When you send him down this like awkward path, and this is what we talk about the gatekeepers, and now Michael Johnson is on his title run at 39 years old. But like you go down this weird path, and then like when you're hot, you're fucking hot. When you're not, you're not. Like just keep on giving him,
Yeah.
keep on, and like Bo Nickel train. If he kept on winning, then he would have worked his way up.
Yeah.
But he's not. So then they drop him back down, and now he's got to rethink some shit and go back down that level. But there's levels to this shit. Let's pull up the Tapology page, I guess. UFC. But UFC 318, it was in Louisiana for the BMF belt. I mean, and still to a guy. Oh shit. Oh yeah, move you guys up there.
Yeah, that was. I watched mainly the prelims, but the prelims were actually pretty good. I did like Oliveira versus Phillips fight. So I got into for sure.
Performance of the night goes to Carly
Gnarly
Nicole
knee.
Cavalari. Yes, Judice is incredible. If you look at her recent fights, she got a round 1 head kick her last UFC fight. Oh my god, look at these fucking ads. Holy shit.
It's pretty rough. I found like a boxing site, and like every time I look at something, it's like freaking 2 pop-ups. I'm like, dog, how do you get through the Tapology? Is pretty rough with that.
Yeah, so Nicole Kalari, ground and pound strikes after the knee, and then round 1 head kick. Lost her split decision in a fight of the night early, and then lost
Decision.
in her contender series fight. But other than those 2 losses, girl's got some KOs, which is pretty impressive. I'm excited to see her move up the ranks, but so is her counterpart in this. Not Judice, but Cagliari. She's another young girl, 28 years old, been in the UFC for a little bit. So she did lose a split decision, but she won a round 1 armbar in her contenders fight. So she started off 0-2 in the UFC, but I think she has a lot of growing to do. She did look good for a lot of that fight. And like we just saw, that Judice chick is a killer. But moving on up the card, let's look at Bruno Ferreira versus Jackson McVeigh. This is such a hard pull for Jackson McVeigh in his first ever UFC fight. His opponent dropped out a couple weeks ago, and we talked about this on the podcast. But Bruno Ferreira is a killer, dude. So Bruno Ferreira, Hulk, he got him good armbar in the first round. Jackson McVeigh is a good little fighter, though. I'm excited to see what he can do because he's LFA, chokes, knees and punches, KOs, chokes. I mean, I'm impressed with this kid. So give him someone who's a little more his speed, and Bruno Ferreira was a good test for him, and see what he goes on to do from there. Working our way up the card, Ryan Spann versus Luca Brezzi. So Lucas Brzeski did like this thing with, or no, that was Robert Valentin. Never mind. But Ryan Spann's a heavyweight who. What do we got to say about this guy, gentlemen? Ryan Spann fights in the heavyweight division of the UFC, and that's it. I cannot.
I don't have a lot to say about the heavyweights in the UFC besides like 5.
Yeah. And that may be stretching it.
Yeah.
All right, Jimmy Crute. Anything on Jimmy Crute?
That one was armbar. Yeah, that one wasn't anything too spectacular, but got dubbed.
Giant is an ad.
Find your sin.
Performance of the night, though. Next one.
Islam Dolatov is really good at this whole fighting thing. What else about Islam Dolatov, Nick Howard?
He is a model. That he didn't get banged up and anything like that. The post-fight interview, he literally said that he could probably go to his like runway shoot or whatever, like today, either today or Monday or something. He had like a runway shoot to do. It's like, holy shit, this dude has all this money, and he just chooses to fight anyways and ruin his bag in another profession.
Like this is how he made it. Kind of.
Yeah, that's what his basically post-fight interview quote was. But yeah, pretty crazy. He got performance of that, so he had more additional money. Dude is just stacking out here.
And he's good. He's really good.
That was
he
a
beat
good
up
performance.
Fugit. Decision loss early in the career.
Man, he's had a lot of fights too while doing this modeling shit. That's nuts.
Yeah. Won his contender series with a elbow, knee to the body. I mean, he's fought in a couple different promotions, Octagon, LFC. But Islam Dolatov's really good. You got to watch him. I'll let you talk about Atiba Gautier because Robert Valentin did like this goofy thing with his brother and then got knocked out. Adibe Gautier from Cameroon.
Yeah,
what are they putting in the water out there?
Frickin', I don't even know. better than Paulo Costa's Secret Juice. That dude was I mean, once he was like going after him, just like quick, like hit, and then Valentine fell to the ground. It was like instantly he was wanting just to absolutely murder him on the ground, and just completely like was on the. It just seemed like forward pressure the entire time, and yeah, Valentine just like. It was like Valentine didn't watch anything of Gutierrez like highlight reels or something, because I watched like his highlight stuff because I said I became a fan after yesterday, and he's that pressure fighter in the UFC that you're like, if you want a good fight, Gutierrez will give it to you unless like something traumatic happens. I don't know, like where he has something he's like tough to pounce on in his head or something like that. But for where he's at right now, he is an absolute killer in that octagon.
Yeah, couple fight of the performance of the night bonuses for him. Starting off real hot. I mean,
Fast, yeah.
Yeah,
Round one.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. That's how he started off his UFC career. Is round one knockouts.
Dog.
moving on up the card. Francisco Prado versus Nikola Kinatirov. Was this a robbery? Did you guys see this one?
I saw a little bit of it. I was doing some other stuff yesterday, but I saw a
I
little
think
bit
this
back
was a
back.
robbery. I had Prado winning the first two, and
I didn't think
Vidic
Prado looked bad
Kimov.
from anything I saw. So
No,
like,
he
I don't know
didn't.
if it was
This is one of the ones that's
split
tough.
decisions. It's
Yeah.
tough. Yeah.
And it ends up a loss on the record, and it doesn't mean anything less than like a KO loss or whatever. But that's a tough one to get to have to deal with. I guess moving on up the card, Nikola Kirillov or Viratinirikov. He has some pretty cool like kick entries, big sidekick kind of guy. Brandon Allen, fight of the night versus Marvin Vittori. I think this one was almost a little bit of a robbery too. I mean, Allen, it was kind of a It was a goofball fight, bro. It was a goofball fight, and it was just two big guys
swinging, and Vittori just saying, "Yo, I got the best chin in UFC, but I don't know what to do with my hands." Yeah. Like it was just pure inaccuracy. Dudes just punching.
Exchanges.
Yeah, it was interesting. It wasn't a bad fight. I mean, I don't know about fight of the night, but
no,
like,
it wasn't even close.
It was cool. I mean, yeah, it was cool. But like I said, it felt like very much Poirier versus Holloway at home kind of vibes or something.
And Vinicius Oliveira beat Kyler Phillips. Vinicius Oliveira is moving his way on up. Kyler Phillips didn't look bad either, though.
Phillips showed up, especially the first round. The first round, Phillips did really damn good. But then, Oliveira like woke up.
This is on a 4-fight win streak. 4 fights to 4 wins.
He looks really good, for sure. I think
Isn't
like I
that
was
so
saying
interesting
before.
that like these guys who come from these and they like work their way up and they're like actually good, and then when they take these pit bulls and put them in a co-main event off rip and they fucking suck. But yeah, I mean, this is a good. Ricky Simone, Saeed, Tyler.
Could Vinicius fight Cejudo?
I was thinking Peyton Talbot,
yeah.
brother. I'm thinking Peyton Talbot. Talbot's just getting back in the rankings. Vinicius is a bit down there, but I think Talbot versus Vinicius would be crazy. Yeah, they were lower. They were lower in the bit, but I think you go that and then maybe like Cejudo or something. Cejudo, well,
he beat a Saeed and a Ricky Simone already. So I mean, this guy's already kind of
He didn't knock him out. He's beaten some pretty good names. I mean, Cejudo, I get it, but
I'm just saying, like Talbot's at the bottom.
But Talbot, like
no, but Cejudo stink. Like we fight in the UFC. Like
that's your
Islam gonna fight GSP
of the bantamweight though.
Rob Font.
Chito Vera, Mario Bautista, Song Yadong, who just beat Cejudo.
Font would be a tough one. Font would be a lot. That jab is nutty. Yeah, that would be. I think that's
Chito
quite
Vera,
a big step up from Kyler.
Beat up on Chito Vera.
I mean, I could see him like going up and fighting an Umar or a Yan, like all the way up here.
I don't know, guy. I think I do like Oliveira, but I think shooting him at the top of the card with those guys is tough.
Oh, he could be a co-main. He's got a 4-fight win streak.
Well, sure, but I mean,
Yeah,
I still the
Apex,
guys
dude.
he's beaten is not.
Lacey Barber is a
Mm.
main event in the Apex. You're
Oh
telling me
well,
the
I mean,
busiest
yeah, I
champions
guess if we
main event?
want to praise the fucking Apex main, I'm not thinking about Apex main events out here, man. I,
Oh,
I mean, I don't
dude.
know. With Dana's, we
Junior
could see it.
Toppa.
I don't know. I think it would be one a little too shooting for the stars if we go put him against like Jan, but who
Yama's
knows? I mean,
interesting
yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
Moving on up to the main card, Daniel Zellhuber lost to Michael Johnson. And this one, Mike looked good. Daniel was like waiting for something that wasn't coming, I guess. I
Daniel
don't
was
know.
like counter. Yeah, I saw this a little bit of this one. He was like trying to counter something that just wasn't
Which you could see a way that maybe
going.
his coaches could think he won the fight. Like
I
right, like
guess,
there was
yeah.
like a certain amount of
Played.
swagger and
It was kind of
skill.
like yeah, it was kind of like another fight, another sport I watched. It was like he played smart, but at the same time he wasn't confident.
Yeah.
Like he knew what he was doing. He just wasn't really like his heart wasn't there for sure.
And Michael Johnson's just a veteran of the game. He knows what he's
He's
doing.
lost all his time. He got nothing to lose.
Yeah. 24-19 is crazy, bro. Patricio Pitbull gets his first UFC win, winning over the Bellator double champ had a close fight with
Win.
Dan Ige.
Win. Well, Bellator fossil
Danny
that went to
Gay.
Japan and then came back.
There's another
And
gatekeeper
Yeah.
crumbling. I mean, no, I know it's not it's like gatekeeper versus like gatekeeper, but like
yeah,
pushing
Ige is the
some of
guy
those
you
guys
want
out.
to face to see if a guy coming from a different brand has got anything for the business. I don't think Patricio has nothing, but at the same, I mean, after this last fight, but at the same time, it's like you go and try and put him against anybody that's like above 10 in the rankings. It ain't gonna be good.
Yeah. Okay, what happened in this? Is like D-Rod back?
I don't think D-Rod's ever. D-Rod's been D-Rod the whole time.
He's on a one,
I mean,
two,
yeah.
3-fight win streak.
Because like he beats who he's supposed to beat, and he loses to kind of who he's supposed to lose to. Now this Kevin Holland one is maybe a step in the right direction for him,
Yeah.
but he'll be ranked 15. He's got some KOs. He's got some power. He knows how to fight.
No,
fights.
he doesn't. No, he fucking doesn't. Devin
He's gonna be
Haney's got
ranked
power.
He's gonna be
Freaking,
ranked
you want to,
12.
yeah.
He's gonna be
But
ranked-
he's.
Oh my god.
Let's see him versus King Green. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh my god.
He'll be
King
the
Green, is
Apex
he going
main
to
event.
come back for one?
Take him
Gosh.
Apex main event: D-Rod versus King Green.
It could very well be an Apex main event. King Green's
Yeah.
retirement fight.
Yeah. They do the same thing that they did for Dustin, like the video. Yeah.
Okay, and then
D-Rod's interesting, man. And fucking Kevin. Like, go out there and try to win a fucking fight for once, please.
Yeah.
Like, I love you, dude. You're a great fighter. Like, you just don't even try to win.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
it's
the
like he
thing.
doesn't know
goes
what
and
he's
he's like,
supposed
I
to
got a
like.
fight. I got another fight. I got another fight. And it's like,
Like,
dude,
he's not worried about the
it's-
win money. Like, he knows that when he
Yeah.
gets the show money, he's like, that's enough. Like, well, you're going to get more if you win.
yeah.
Like showing up to work and then just doing nothing while you're clocked in.
Doing my time and getting out. All right, moving on up. This is such a weird co-main event. Paulo Costa versus Roman Kopylov. Everyone was saying Roman. Paulo's done. 4-fight lose streak.
I mean, that last fight was
Well, yeah, Luke Rockhold.
the worst,
um,
one of the worst things I've seen.
Yeah. Whitaker unanimous, but beat Rockhold. Lost to Vittori. Loved it.
Mental trauma from Adesanya.
Yeah. But I like him, bro. Give him Hamza.
If he's doing something, he's doing.
Why not?
Gosh.
Are you ever going to be able to make this matchup again?
Should you make the matchup? Period.
but we're not in that
That's
kind of
the
business.
same.
Like there, a matchup is going to be made.
I feel like there's just more deserving though. That's the
Who?
thing is like we see a win in a card that just it's insane that this was made as a co-main event. I'm sorry. Like
Oh
it's
yeah,
not a
no,
bad
that's
fight, but
ridiculous.
just yeah, a 318 co-main I should say. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. You could it's a name. There's probably more worse you could do. That's like
Mayov's pretty
who?
good. All these other guys are coming off
Cannoneer
losses.
6.
DeRitter.
Really? DeRitter? Why is DeRitter under Strickland? What?
It's the former champ, man.
Yeah, I mean,
I
if you
guess,
look at it,
yeah. But, yeah.
I get the way you're looking at it, and I agree with you. But if we're looking resumes, then Sean is probably. I mean, a Bo Nickel, Kevin Holland, Gerald Murashot for 3-win streaks. I mean, that's not anything. And I think RDR is good, but that's a
I mean, he looks really damn good.
Brow.
I understand what it is.
I mean,
but
same thing,
Brow,
right?
yeah.
The Brown.
But he's
And
got
Close was right over
he's
there.
got what's his name? What's his name? French.
BSD.
Like-
Yeah.
That's
No.
what I'm saying to me?
Nope. Go up. The fuck am
Oh,
I thinking?
Imamov.
Thank you, Imamov.
Azrael.
Yeah, he's facing him in Paris.
Yeah, and that's a tough fight.
That's gonna be a fun one.
Imamov's really good.
Yeah, if he's working, because sometimes it'd be like Cannoneer fight, but then he's got some other ones that's pretty
Yeah,
solid.
they got some good middleweight fights scheduled coming up because they got Dolaze versus Fluffy, Pfeiffer versus Abus, MVP versus Cannoneer,
That'll be a really interesting one.
Torres
Now we're
Finney is
getting-
fighting Osmont Bakoyev. That's
Hmm.
official. Nice. It's 2 weeks. No, that's next week. What?
Oh, and Abu Dhabi. Interesting.
Yeah, that's.
Well, that's not next week.
Torres Finney's on next week's?
No, it's August 2nd. So it's 2 weeks
That's
from now.
yeah.
2 weeks, got you. Yeah,
believe.
yeah.
Yeah.
Apex bout.
How'd you
Chris
think of
Duncan.
Dustin's final fight?
I mean, I knew that.
I saw what I wanted to see, though. I feel like as a Dustin guy,
A clinch in the final 10
he
seconds.
was digging. He was digging through the second round. He did really good. He got knocked down a couple times, got back
Jump
up.
the Gilly.
Jump the gill is literally everything you wanted to see in Dustin Poirier fight besides the win. That's how I kind of saw it, and I just thought
Yeah,
that like
if it was going
Holloway did what he had to
decision,
do to continue his career.
I think-
Poirier,
Yeah.
Holloway at 55. Now, Elia's very good. Holloway at 55 is better than Holloway at 45. That is a fact. Elia is very good.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
just
also a
knocked
fact.
people out. It's
I
ridiculous.
also know that Max Holloway doesn't get worse after he fights that guy. He doesn't get worse
Yeah.
at fighting Elia by fighting Elia and losing to him.
yeah,
And holy
Very true.
shit, what the fuck? Like, that's like UFC Doomsday. Like, Max knocked out the GOAT. Like, Elia was already on the GOAT train. Like, that would totally send shockwaves through. But yeah, incredible fight. Congratulations, great career, Dustin Poirier. Max Holloway still moving his way up. And this is what I thought too. The fact that they say that he's defended the BMF belt is so silly. Defended the BMF belt. Literally, his last fight, he was face down. But yeah, great fight. Max Holloway, we knew that. I mean, he's looking forward to stuff. Dustin was done. Dustin had retired. He already done his little promotional tour.
he
I'm
was in the
actually
best shape of
surprised
his life though. He was like
probably 'cause he's on
ripped.
steroids.
before that. Could be, but I
The-
mean,
the
hey,
wide body, the wide body D Poirier.
dude, he was that was like the best form I seen. I was like, where the hell was this in something? Where was this against like Islam? But
And the
yeah,
pictures of them because Max Holloway's first UFC fight was against Dustin. It's
Yeah,
cool stuff.
that's
Kind
pretty
of full
cool.
circle. BMF belt is so just kind of silly though. I mean, I like it if you like
Ring magazine, Bill.
yeah. Just like either make it a thing or don't, but like quit doing this like halvesy bullshit where it's like it's literally Dana White privilege. It's just whatever Dana says goes. That's what that belt is. Surprised you didn't give it to John Jones. We should probably talk about that. Dana White broke up with John Jones. Dana White, after the fight, said that he cannot trust John Jones to be in a big position like headlining the UFC White House party.
Man, he says that about John Jones. Imagine what he has to say about anything Conor.
Yeah. You know, like the Incredibles meme where like he's smiling and then he's not smiling and it's like deep fried and it's all the shadows. And it says Conor asking you to train in 2015 and 2025. Do not go weightlifting with Conor McGregor. So like my question is, do you start at your knees and like try to lift up, or do you just hold it from up here and just drop it?
I have no idea what you're even talking about. Oh,
The
is it the shit that
weightlifting
Chael? No, don't
The
even.
weightlifting
Don't even. Gosh, Chael's own producer had to tell him to stop.
I know. Chael is crazy.
Ridiculous.
I couldn't believe that.
That was
Especially
the dumbest
a guy
thing.
like as media trained as Chael, like very
Yeah.
punctual.
rough.
I say what I mean. I can't stop staring at Connor's dick. He's so silly.
Gosh.
I love you, Uncle Chael. All right. We want to look at next week's.
I mean, it's a better card. For sure.
There's some decent fights there for sure.
This is a crazy good card.
DeRitter.
And DeRitter, yeah.
McGee is a
This is a big
killer.
DeRitter.
Do
The
not
McGee
be
co-main.
surprised. Do
Yeah.
not be surprised.
It was Evil Love, but
Shara.
I think the guy
Azu.
dropped out.
This is another crazy dude. This is flyweights. Ocha. Oh, this flyweight fight's gonna be insane. Nikita Kirillov. I mean, this is a good.
That's what I'm saying, bruh. Seed.
On Blackshear. Tabitha Ricci. Tabitha Ricci versus Amanda
Rebus. Interesting.
This is the BBL belt.
Rebus Riki.
Yeah, we had the BMF. This is the BBL. Yeah, Marcus
Yeah.
Barrecha.
Bryce Mitchell.
Bryce Mitchell.
Seed.
His YouTube. Did you guys see the clip
No.
of him talking? So he's been training in Abu Dhabi the last couple weeks, and he went into the changing room. And let me tell you, brother, the changing room is not the changing room. I came out of the shower butt ass naked, and these men in robe. I thought my gi training was gonna pay off. They were mad at me. They weren't mad at me when I had my clothes on, so they must have been mad that I was naked. But I was in the changing room. All right. Yeah, good fight coming up. Good card.
Should be good.
That guy does it for that. I don't have any questions. So.
Well, how about this? We'll push it till after I get back from vacay. It'll be cool. No worries.
That works.
Getting no one on. So, all right. Well, let's wrap it up here for our viewers. Anybody that stuck it came by, thanks for we appreciate you coming out. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. I'll let Main Man from Way Out West go, and then Howard closes out for us. So, Main Man from Way Out West, what's your final words to the people?
Geez. I mean, there's so many people I want to thank. Shout out if you watch the podcast. I'm number one. Vinadol, shout out. I also saw someone at the old local watering hole this weekend who said that they watched the podcast. Someone who I'm friendly with, but I don't really keep tabs on all that often, so that was a little boost to the ego. Like, subscribe. Let's go Mets. Let's go Jets. Exciting stuff coming up. Well, we got some stuff in the works maybe, so like, comment, subscribe. We'll give you updates on our social media platforms, so get into all that good stuff. And appreciate you guys sticking with us. Vinadol fucking sucks, dude. I just can't even stand that guy. All right, so we'll talk to you all later, and peace. Goodbye, folks.
Howard, what's your final words?
In terms of the sports world, life is crazy, but at least it's not as bad as the Cardinals look right now. They have the three worst starting pitchers that I think I could even imagine, and we've had some terrible starting pitchers in our lifetime. Even won a World Series with a terrible rotation, but this is not a World Series winning team. So everybody that's in St. Louis and oh, can we watch the Cardinals game? Oh, can we turn off this cool sports game or cool whatever else is on TV to watch the Cardinals game? It just stinks. They stink. You don't need to watch it. Go do something else with your life. Touch some grass. Get outside. Enjoy anything else in the St. Louis area besides the St. Louis Cardinals because they will not give you any joy if you're looking for that. Fight was good. There was a lot of fight going on. Bam Rodriguez, Jesse Rodriguez, if you go and look at some stuff of his, he's a dog in the boxing world. Usyk is also Usyk, the best in the world still. Insane. And other than that, Poirier, great career. Great to see him digging through the mud one last time. But it didn't come out with the dub, but it is what it is. Holloway's a dog, and we'll see him for years to come, or at least more fights to come. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it to sum up what else has all been going on. All-Star break was kind of cool, but now it's to the best part of the baseball season, which is getting the postseason watching, or standings at least, and standing watching, and then postseason after that. So, and trade deadline season is going to be coming through, probably coming in hot by the next pod, or at least by the time PC and I will be back. It's going to be coming in pretty hot by the end of July, so stay tuned for that. Other than that, deuces.
Yeah, like, subscribe. Thanks again for checking us out. 9:30 time for your central people, and then 7:30 for you West Coasters. We'll have to figure this out for some updates